Hi, my name is Rie, which is on YouTube basically, or Basic Makeup Rie. Um, so I am just somebody who loves makeup. I'm not a makeup artist, I just love makeup. I collect makeup, it's one of my passions. So yeah, I'm awkward, I'm weird, I'm on the plus size, and I'm also filming on my iPad, so it's gonna be weird. So I'm actually gonna moisturize. I know that this is a primer. This is the Morphe Perfecting Coconut Face Primer, and I'm just gonna moisturize my face with this. I just take one little dollop, and if you can hear her eating, that is my cat Hanzo. I have two cats. I have an orange tabby and a blonde and white. He's considered a tabby, but he doesn't have like the tabby markings, so I don't consider him a tabby. But the vet's given him a name or a description, and that's what we go by. Anyways, I am going to start off with the NYX Professional Makeup Precision Brow Pencil. This is so good, you guys. I also have the Anastasio Brow Definer, and I love it. This is my holy grail eyebrow. I love it. It's my favorite. But honestly, you guys, this is a really good, like, dupe. It has that same head and that same shape as a brow definer. This spoolie, of course, is different. It's not the same as a normal brow pencil, but whatever. Look at this, that is a drugstore, so I am going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm just gonna comb them up. I do still do my brows the old way that I guess people don't do nowadays. Like, people like feathery brows, and they're just, maybe I'm just bad at brows, but I just can't get on that trend. I just can't. It's just not for me. So I'm going to draw a line underneath my brow and also on top, just to kind of give my brows shape. I know that I haven't shaved or plucked my eyebrows, so they do look pretty crazy, but we work with what we got, and I have not gotten that far. And I usually go down with my eyebrows whenever I'm drawing, like, the eyebrow shape. I don't know why. Just do. And I also did get this cute little mirror from Colourpop. I love it. It's so cute. It's dirty already. Imagine. But that is a-okay, because it's just a mirror. I really do hope that Colourpop will release more mirrors throughout the year. That would be pretty cool. I would love to get like a Colourpop collection starting in mirrors. I don't have a collection of mirrors, but it'd be really cool to have one, right? So yeah, and I'm gonna do the same thing on my other brow. Draw a line. And this is also where I kind of shape my brows to kind of be the same shape. I do have uneven eyebrows. I swear. I go to the same place every single time, and every single time they tell me that they're uneven, and then they fix them, and then when they grow back out, they're uneven. So maybe they should tell me to quit going to that place, but I give people the benefit of the doubt, so I keep on going back. I'm really bad about that. And you hear me stop and talk to my cats, it's because I'm a crazy cat lady, and I apparently like to talk to my cats. So Yeah. Yeah, this one's a little bit more arched, but whatever. That's how it is normally shaped, so. And I'm also not going, I'm pretty much a basic person. I don't have like crazy, like wardrobe. This is basically my wardrobe. It's a t-shirt, but look how cute. Isn't that adorable? My parents got it for me for my birthday and I love it. Of course, my cat doesn't look like that, but he does do that to me. My cat's names are Hanzo and Genji. If you play video games and you know where their names come from, is from my all-time favorite video game, Overwatch. And I'm of the Overwatch League. So that helps me out. I love them. Huge fan, big fan, love them. Can't live without them. And I'm gonna do my eyes first. I always do my eyes first, and then I do my base makeup. So I am going to prime my eyelids with the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I love these things. They're my favorite. No, I have not tried the P. Louise makeup base, and that's because I have like 3 backups of these and 2 backups of the Primer Potion by Urban Decay that I just I haven't gone through yet, so I probably won't ever get that P. Louise base until I'm probably 50, because if you know something, you know that makeup bases, you don't really, and you know with eyeshadow bases, they never really go away. And like they take forever for you to finish them unless you do makeup like every single day, which I don't. So yeah, I'm just patting that on with my brush. This is a Sedona Lace EB13 brush. This is my favorite brush to put on primer, but in all reality, you can't use your finger. You don't need the brush. I just like the brush. I've had the brush. I got it in a BoxyCharm like forever ago, and I just use it for that reason. I think I saw Kathleen Lights use them, and I think so. Yeah, I think. So today I am going to be doing a look with the Wine and Only by Colourpop. I love this color story. I think it's just so beautiful. It's so pretty. I love it. I was actually super excited to see that they came out with the palette that looked like that. So I'm going to jump straight into it. And the very first shade I'm going to go into is Sip Sip, the shade right here. It does have little flecks of glitter, but I do know that Colourpop shadows that are like that, they just kind of come off with just kind of tapping. I do know with Colourpop shadows, they do just kind of come off when you dab them off, so that's what I did. And I am going to take it on a fluffy blending brush, and this is an Essence Eye Blender brush. I'm using this as my transition shade. So for transition, I'm going to stick it about right here under my brow bone, a little bit into the crease, and in that little skin part that's right here, that's where your transition is. And you just want to kind of, that's what I always start with, is a transition. Homie old school, people start with the darker shade now and go from there. I don't. I mean, sometimes I do, but it's a very rare occasion that I do. I usually still like to start with my transition shade and work from there. So now that I got that color on, and you can see that there is no shimmer in there, so perfect. I knew it would come off whenever you just kind of tap it off. I do notice that there is some kick up in the pan, which if you know Colourpop shadows, they kind of do that. So It's not a real big deal for me, but if it's a breaker for you, then you might want to stop, or you might think, put that in. If that's a breaker for you, then you might want to take it into consideration. So the next color that I'm going to go into is the shade Mull It Over. This is such a beautiful shade. I do feel like with this palette, there isn't much you can do with it. I do feel like you could kind of do two, like smoky eyes with it. But that's about it. I am starting that with the M433. I'm going to start right here on this outer corner. And I am going to slowly bring it into my crease. And really working it in there. And definitely use your brush and work it in there. It will fit so well. You don't have to continuously go, or it, you don't have to, so what I'm doing, I'm going to go back into the pan and in with the shadow, and I'm just going to build it up some more. And it's building up beautifully. I think this is such a beautiful shade. I love it. And I'm just going to take that back and forth. Really amplifying it. And I'm going to go back in with the original brush that we went in with that Sip Sip shade. With nothing, no extra sip. I'm just going back in with the brush. I'm going to kind of blend it in just a little bit. I did not get the cheek products that were in this collection. I only got the palette. That's all I got. And you can see there's a cat tree behind me. Usually there's a cat on it. Right now, there is not. They don't. I guess they don't want to be seen. That's fine. And I'm going to do my other eye and do the same exact thing. Really putting it in there. I don't like to set my eyeshadow primer. I do feel like it pops a little bit more whenever you don't. But if you're not comfortable with blending it yet, then definitely set it. And it will help you with the blending process. And it'll just work a little bit easier for you. So either way, it will work. You just gotta give it a chance. Then again, going back in with that brush that we used, I'm just gonna soften around my edges. Just soft. I don't know why I'm being so weird, probably because this is the first time I've ever filmed a YouTube video and I'm awkward. Yep, that's probably what it is. And then the next shade I'm going to go into is Binter. This is the deepest color in this shade. I think this is a very beautiful color. So we're going to definitely go in with it on a Morphe M321. It's just a little bullet one like this. I like to use these for my outer V area. And I also like to use it whenever I'm doing a halo eye. And as you can tell, I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to pat it right there. Right on that outer V. Taking it just so lightly into the crease. I'm not taking it too far into the crease, just very lightly. Oh, sorry, I'll always have cat hair on my face. And then doing the same thing with the other eye. I'm just going to take it into the outer V area. Taking just a little bit into my crease. And then I'm going to go in with that lighter brush again, or that brush that I used with Sip Sip. I'm just going to blend it. With Colourpop eyeshadows, you really don't got to do much with it. Blending them is a dream. You really don't got to do too much with them. I haven't had an issue, and I own too many eyeshadow palettes. I can actually do a Colourpop, my top Colourpop palettes if you would like, and I can rank them if you would like. Just an idea. And I'm just still blending it, working it into little circles, going just back and forth. And I like where that is. So what I'm gonna do next, I am going to go into, the shade Play to Wine. That is such a cute name. Oh my goodness. And let's see if I have a nice clean brush I can use to apply that. Alrighty, so now I have a brush. This came with a gift set my mom got me a long time ago with the makeup bag that has cats all over it because I'm genuinely a crazy cat lady. This is considered a concealer brush. And I know that with Colourpop shadows, I don't have to go in with Fix Plus, but I am going to go ahead and go in with it just off the rib. And I am spraying my brush just a little bit. And I'm going to pack this right here on the center of my lid. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. You don't even have to. Oh, it's just such a beautiful shade. You just really don't have to worry about Colourpop and their shadows. Like, I swear, I've been with Colourpop forever, and with their products, I don't really have to worry with them. If they're going to be bad or good, I just get consistent stuff from them. And to be honest, that's what I like. I like consistency. But I'm not too big on their shades being, or the constant new product releases. They're not for me. I don't buy them every single time, but they're for somebody. I'm gonna go in with this knockoff Veramona switch. It's just one that I found at Target, not Target, TJ Maxx, and it just takes off the pigment from the brush. I got it literally from TJ Maxx for $4. Works for me. It's cheap. I'll take it. And then for the inner portion right here, I am going to go in with Blanc. Oh my goodness. I don't drink wine. I don't drink, period. I've had a horror story about drinking. Well, not something that I'm up for ever again. It's just not. Maybe one day, but today is definitely not that day. And yeah, ooh, so beautiful. That's beautiful. You can definitely tell the difference in dimension. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a little bit of that Blanc. I'm gonna put it right there and really marry those two together. Just to kind of give it that seamless transition into that red. It's really what you want to do. You really want to just kind of pat it over, and then it will just seamlessly go into that red. You can see right, flipping you off, and I don't need to. It just went seamlessly. Now, when I did that, I definitely got rid of that outer corner shade. So I am going to go back in with the shade, what is that? Binter. Again, I don't drink wine. If I'm saying these name wrongs, I am so sorry. I'm just going to marry them right there. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. Doing the same thing. So you could definitely see some of that red went away. It's kind of what I was wanting. I was kind of wanting that shade just to marry or go along with that outer color. See, I'm just going to kind of take the brush very lightly and go over that part. Very lightly. You can still see that. I swear I'm going to get these names. Play to Wine. That was a shade that I said I loved, and I don't remember it. Wow. I'm going to go back in with that Essence brush, the brush that I first went in with, and I'm just going to, again, blend it out. Take it up just a little bit because it needs to match the other eye, and it's, there we go, much better. I like it. Before I go any further, I am going to prime my face now. I am going to go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the pore minimizing one. It's one of my favorites. It's like the Benefit Professional, but I don't have the Professional anymore, so Smashbox it is. I'm going to warm it up in between my fingers and put it in areas where I know my pores are biggest at. So definitely in on my nose, right here by my nose, right here, and I'm gonna put some right up here too. Sometimes I like to fill out my lines that I have going on up there. I am 27, by the way. I am older than a few million people out there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that one out. I am 27, so I'm not young, but I'm not old, but I'm not young, if you get what I mean. And you know what, I never set my brows. I am gonna go in with Anastasio clear brow gel and just set my brows. And then for liner, do I really want to do liner with this look? I kind of like it the way it is. Actually, I do have a liner that would be perfect with this that did not come out on this release, but this came out a long time ago. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. This is, no, I don't want this. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and go in with Joyride, the shade right here as my liner with a Morphe brush. I don't have the name of this one anymore. It came in one of their Christmas sets, I think a couple years back. So I don't have the name, but just a liner will do. I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know how to do a winged eyeliner. And I also don't wear lashes because I get styes, which if you don't know, they're just like pimples and they get really bad and I can't wear them. I will try one day, but for right now, I'm okay with my eyes not being styes. Who knows? Maybe one day in the future, I will learn how to do eyeliner and I will learn how to do lashes and we will go down that road together. That'll be pretty cool. Sounds like a joy. And I'm just doing two, oh, you can't see, sorry. Two very thin lines. It's kind of hard to do this. It's kind of hard to hold this thing and do liner at the same time. Okay, so this is the liner. You can't really see it too good. It does go very well with this palette, so you can actually skip this. You don't have to do this part, but I went ahead and did it, so it's done. It's good. Ugh. I have too much makeup, and I still buy more. What is wrong with me? There's clearly something very wrong with me if I continue to buy and I don't clean out. Or I do declutter. I will say that, but probably not as much as I should. I'm just gonna go in with my Extremely Dirty Disgusting Through My Eyes palette real quick, just for this shade right here, In a Wink. I'm gonna use this on a another Morphe brush that came with that same gift set, and just place it right under my brow bone, just to kind of lighten it up. Okay. So the eyes I'm going to leave alone for right now. We're going to go ahead and work on the base Smashbox Pore Filling Primer. And I am going to go in with Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation in the shade 350G, Dulce de Leche. Doesn't match my face, but it matches my neck, and that's what matters. I don't have the new one where there's like, it's scentless. I only have the scented one. I mean, I don't really care either way, but it was very sensitive to it. And I'm just gonna do some dots. This is definitely a full coverage. I think you can get away with one pump if you're not looking for that super full coverage. I mean, it still does a pretty good medium to medium coverage if you just do one layer. I mean, if you look at it, yeah. Beautiful. This, I do like to use this foundation with a sponge and not with the brush. It's just personal preference. I feel like it looks a little bit more cakey with the brush, so I try my hardest not to. I like how I'm going from a cheap $10 palette to an expensive foundation, but we will do what will need to be done. And I have a very hard time. I wear glasses, and sometimes foundation does not like to stay. And I have oily skin, so this foundation works perfectly for it. And I'm gonna have to fix my hair because I got foundation on my hair. Do 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 do. And that's where I do it. It's pretty much done. Wham, bam, 100% wham. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bit more and pack it on my nose. Done with that. So for concealer, again, we're gonna go with the cheap one. Even though, I mean, I do have like a variety of concealers, but I'm gonna go with the cheaper one. This is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 10. This is my highlighting shade. I've had this for a little bit too, so at this point I'm kind of using it just to get rid of it. So I'm just gonna okay, so I don't know if I'm keeping. So the tip literally just fell off. I'm gonna have to throw away this concealer. The tip fell off, ruined my carpet. Joy to the world. And as I said, I'm just gonna highlight with this. So I'm taking it on my forehead, in between the brows, and I just accidentally got some brows. I can fix it though. You can fix it. You can fix it. Such a good concealer. I love this concealer, but I'm kind of bummed that it just broke on me and I'm gonna have to go buy a new one. Well, actually, I don't know. I have like a million concealers I really need to get through. So I might not repurchase. I may repurchase in the future when I decide to get rid of them, or when I get through some of them, but until that day. I am going to go in with the setting powder for under my eyes. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. I don't know if you can still get this. It's on sale at Sephora. I don't know why. It's such a bomb powder. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. concealer brush to set it. I just going to set where I put the concealer at. So under my eyes, down my nose. It's a translucent powder, so there is no color. I have tried this shade does not have a flash back either. So that's a good thing. So you won't get that crazy white overcast if you use it. Which is a great thing. Because unfortunately, we've all been there. And again, still playing on the theme, I guess, with expensive stuff. I'm going to go ahead and set my face with the Studio MAC Fix with the shade NC30. With a big fluffy brush. This is a BH Cosmetics #1 brush from their pink studded collection. And I'm just gonna set the rest of my face. And again, I do have oily skin, so the main reason why I'm setting my face is because I do get oily, very oily throughout the day, and this foundation wouldn't last if it was just by itself. It wouldn't. So, not saying anything bad about the foundation. It's an amazing foundation. I love this foundation, but it would not last on my skin. So real quick, no one's gonna see that. Bronze my face, going back to the cheaper end of scales with the Butter Bronzer. I think this is just one of the neutral shades that they came out with. There's no name on it. This is like my first bronzer ever, and it's, I mean, I'm almost hit pan. I've hit pan. I'm almost gonna run out of it. I'm kind of using it for that reason. And I am taking a Crown SS023 Giant Kabuki fan brush to kind of just bronze. I love bronzer. I over bronze. I know that, but it is okay because it's my makeup. No one else is wearing it unless you're trying it out for yourself. Then, yeah, you might want to decide for yourself if you want to follow that part with me. I'm just gonna kind of slightly go over the nose. And then for contour, I am going to go in with my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. And I am going to take it and contour. This is a Real Techniques brush. I don't know what it's called. I did get it like last Christmas. I don't think. I'm just gonna follow the hollows on my cheek. Which, again, I am a plus size woman. Hi, I'm Rie. I'm a plus size woman. So if we can fake that illusion, that'd be nice. I don't really contour the jawline because I've tried that, and the line is ridiculous. It looks damn near crazy. And then for blush, I'm going to go in with the Alamad Cosmetic Colourpop Blush Trio in the shade Toasted. I think that shade would look beautiful with today's look. And I am going to use the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush from that collection. These start kind of on the apples on my cheek and work back. And then put some on my little nosy poo. Because who doesn't love a nosy poo? Probably someone who doesn't like poo. Just blend that out with, this is like a Wet n Wild foundation brush or something crazy like that. And I was like, what the hell? Okay, to highlight, I am going to go in with my favorite highlighter. This is Ofra Cosmetics in Rodeo Drive. It's in the old packaging. I've hit pan, as you can tell. I love it. It was my first highlight that I ever actually gave a chance to, and I loved it. I'm going to go in with my BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. Oh, just look at that. Look at that. I love this. Whenever I do run it out, I will repurchase. That is a promise. When I run out of this highlight, I will for sure get another one. Now, I don't necessarily like that streak, so I'm going to kind of just blend it a little bit, just like that. You still get that very highlighted look, but it's just, I guess to me, it kind of feels more natural. We know it's not natural, but you can fake it, right? And I do set my face at this moment. I am going to go in with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I do love this one. It is my all-time favorite. I have used it for ever. And I just love it. And yes, I am using my mirror to fan this down a little bit. Okay, back to finish the eyes. I am going to go in with the Joyride eyeliner, which apparently broke in here. Don't know how. I keep all my makeup stored very nicely. Not, is it the fanciest? No. But I'm going to take this in my waterline and just line it. And then going back in the palette, I am going to take the shade Binter. The shade right here on a flat definer brush. It looks dirty. It's stained. All my brushes, I feel like they're permanently stained. I'm going to take this very close on to the lower lash line. Kind of connecting it up with that outer V. I looked at you like I was crazy, man. Wow, that was kind of scary. I'm so sorry, you guys. You had to see that. And then I am going to go in with a pencil brush. This is, again, from that Morphe collection, which I have no idea where it's from. I'm going to go in with the Mullet Over, the shade that we used in our crease. And all I'm going to do is go right underneath it and blend out that color. Just doing the same thing.
the lips, because I do my mascara work. Warning, I'm ready. So for lips, I am going to go into my Colourpop Ultra Matte Lipstick in the shade LAX. I love their Ultra Matte. I know a lot of people don't. They say it's very drying. I love them. I guess I'm just a freak. I don't know, but I love them. They're my favorite percent. So this is the lip. And finally, I am going with my favorite mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. Again, it's my all-time favorite. I also don't wear false lashes, so I do look for lashes that can do everything, mascara that can lengthen and volumize my eyes, which this does very well. See, look at that. Jeez, night and day, guys. Look at that. Beautiful.
Okay, so this is the final look. I love it. It's very pretty. I like it. So yeah, this is my first ever tutorial. Please be kind to me. Yeah, this is the first tutorial. I'm glad that I use Colourpop. I use really a lot of the stuff that I use every single day, and I love these products. Again, they're my type of products. I love them. They're awesome. This palette could not be more gorgeous. It could not be better than where it's at. I love it. Everything else is a love in my book. So yeah, everybody have a blessed and beautiful day. Spend time with your family, friends, and loved ones, and I'll see you next time. Bye.